Welcome to Craig's Custom Cooking. Today I'm going to make Chinese pickled chicken feet. It may not sound appetizing to you, but I'm going to show you how we make it anyway. My wife loves them. When I first met her 13 years ago, they weren't my favorite thing either, but over the years I've grown to really like them. And if you've eaten at dim sum at Chinese restaurants, if you haven't tried chicken feet, you've definitely seen them. These are different. These are not dim sum chicken leg feet. These are pickled with lemon. So I'll show you the process. They're very good. So let me get everything set up. Alright, these are my chicken feet. There's 3.5 pounds of them. As you can see, they're very large. They're very clean. I've already rinsed them again. But I get these from the Country Corner Meat Market in Blue Ridge or Waynesboro, Pennsylvania. So I'm going to pickle these for my wife. So let me get everything set up and I'll show you the process. Alright, this is 1.5 pounds of chicken feet. And what you have to do is you have to cut the toenails off of them. One more. They fly all over the place, so I'll clean them up when I'm done. And that's what we'll do. I'll cut the toenails off all the rest of them and bring you back. Alright, I have my wok on here. I'm going to turn it on a high heat. I'm going to put 4 cups of water in to start. Add my chicken feet. They've been washed very clean. I've cut the toenails off, so they're good. Right, now I'm going to add 3 slices of ginger. Still has the skin on. It's just for flavor at this point. I'm going to add 2 green onions cut into 1-inch strips or pieces. Add 4 tablespoons of Shaoxing Cooking Wine and 1 teaspoon of salt. And we're going to bring this up to a boil, and then there's some other ingredients we have to add, but we want to bring this to a boil first. The Shaoxing Cooking Wine will actually help take any gamey flavor out of the chicken feet. So that's why we always put the Shaoxing Cooking Wine in any of the meats that we cook. It helps take any of the flavors out of them that you wouldn't want in them. So let me bring this up to a boil, and then I'll show you what we're going to do next. Alright, on this plate I have 4 or 5 pieces of star of anise. I have 1 red chili pepper that I chopped up. I'm being very lenient with this because we don't like a lot of spice. So I'm going to put that in. There's a tablespoon of black peppercorns, a tablespoon of white peppercorns. It called for 2 sticks of cinnamon, which I don't have, so I'm using ground cinnamon. And what I'm going to do is I have a spice bag. So I'm going to put all of these spices in this bag. Now the cinnamon's going to leach out some, but it'll be fine. The reason I'm using the bag is when I go to remove the spices, it'll be so much easier. You just pick the bag up and take it out. So I'm going to pull this tight. in a knot. for this to come up to a boil. And once it does, we're going to drop this spice bag in and just let it cook. Alright, our chicken feet are boiling. These chicken feet are very, very clean because there's hardly any scum floating around on the top. If they were dirty, there'd be a lot of scum to take off the top, and there's hardly any to this, so I'm very impressed with that. So now I'm just going to add my spice bag. We're going to turn this to low, and we're going to cook these for 30 minutes on low. Once they're done, we'll take them out, put them in an ice bath, and get ready to pickle them. Alright, it's been 30 minutes. What I do is get in here, get my spice bag out, let all the good juices drain back in. I'm going to use my spider. The reason they call this a spider is it looks like a spider's web. So that's where this got its name. So if you ever hear me talk about a spider, that's what I'm talking about. But actually, I'm going to just use chopsticks. So we're going to take the chicken feet out, and we're going to put them into this pot of cold water. That's all of them. So I'm going to set this aside, turn the heat off. These are our chicken feet. They're in the cold water. And now what we're going to do is we're going to cover these with ice. We want to chill these down as quickly as we can. Alright, so these are going to set like this for 15 minutes. Alright, here are my 4 pickled peppers. They're not hot. They're just sweet peppers that I pickled. All I'm going to do is just slice them into strips. Still a lot of pickle juice inside. I'm going to add this to my recipe. Alright, we're back. I'm going to show you the sauce that goes on the chicken feet. So I'm reading off the recipe card, so just bear with me. I don't have these things memorized, so we're going to add 4 tablespoons of light soy sauce. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of chopped pickled peppers that I made myself. Going to add 1 tablespoon of salt. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of chicken powder. Now, actually that was a sesame seeds. That is 1 tablespoon also. This is the chicken powder. So it's 1 tablespoon of chicken powder. Pardon me for mixing them up. Alright, I use 1 tablespoon of Chinese chili powder, or chili sauce, oil. We don't like everything real spicy, so we put that in. We're going to add 3 tablespoons of white sugar. Add 4 tablespoons of white vinegar. We're going to add 3 tablespoons of black vinegar. ginger and garlic, which is 3 tablespoons of ginger minced, 3 tablespoons of garlic minced. Now, I have 1 lemon that I sliced into really thin slices. We're going to put that in here, the whole slice. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of black pepper or white pepper, 1/4 of an onion sliced, and then we take 1 lemon, we put it in our lemon juicer. You want to put all this juice in there. And then we're going to add, this is oyster sauce. I'm just going to ballpark judge this. About 1 tablespoon. We're going to mix this all together. Get everything mixed up good. Now, get out the spatula. Here are my chicken feet that I've taken out of the ice water. They're ready to be marinated. We're going to take this substance and just pour it on top. Try to get all the goodness out of the bowl. You want to move your lemons around. I'm going to share the secret to this recipe to you. A lot of people will add water or chicken stock at this point. You want to add Sprite, lemon lime. This is what the restaurants in China use. And then you're just going to top this off with your Sprite. Make sure that all your lemons are submerged, or on at least so they're going to get coated. I use a plastic container. You don't want to use stainless steel because the vinegar will affect the stainless steel. So you don't want to use that. You just want to use plastic. This is completed. It's going to go in the refrigerator for 24 hours and then it'll be ready to eat.